Hi there, Paul Newson here, and I want to welcome you to a training video, which is more of a insight into how menopausemarketing.com and how Lynn Miller and myself have created a platform for any fitness professional to be able to tap into the fitness market. Now, I do want to share with you that this video is completely unscripted. I'm doing it in our little batch in a little island off the coast of the Gold Coast. The cicadas are pretty loud. But hopefully you can hear me okay. We've put together a incredible training platform that's in its very early stages. Now we have a handful of people which are going through that as we speak, but we are looking for just a few more. So our beta testing process is underway, and in this video I'm just going to share with you pretty much what that looks like, what you can expect from it, what we're looking for, and my real hope is that you can see either a way for you to move forwards in this exciting niche, or at least you get enough information here to realize that maybe this is not the niche that you're looking for. So either way, I'm sure you're going to get some kind of value, but our desire is to find the right type of fitness professionals who do want to build an incredible business in the menopause weight loss niche. It is very undercatered for at the moment. So it's going to be cool. Now, I'm going to just do some slides with you just to give you a quick recap of some of the material that you may have already seen. Excuse the midgie. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to dive right in and show you the membership site and show you the content that's in there in a nice sort of high view without getting into too much detail, but we're going to show you everything that's in there so that you can make a really informed decision about whether this is the right path for you, if this is the sort of things that you're wanting to learn, and ultimately, if you're wanting to position yourself as somebody who can genuinely help a lot of 40 plus females through menopause. So let me just do a quick screen share, and I will come back to you a little bit later on. At the end of this video, we are going to invite you to book a call with us if you haven't already. But please understand that we are looking for, well, you could say crash test dummies if you wanted to, but we're looking for the motivated, focused professionals who are willing to work with us just a little bit in refining what we've built. So a beta test means that it's up and running, people are coming through, they're getting results, but it's still got a few holes, and we're looking for people that can work with that, can deal with that, give us great feedback, but ultimately we're looking to build some success stories very quickly so that we can take this particular model into the global market. So you will be one of the first people to go through our trainings if this is what you're looking for. So let me just do a screen share here, and let me just share with you a little bit about what we're doing. So menopausemarketing.com is the platform that we have. It is brand new. We've been operating now in total for over 7 years, but Menopause Marketing is a new venture where myself, Paul Newson, and my business partner, Lynn Miller, have combined all of our expertise in sales, marketing, obviously in the training and treatment of menopausal women, personal development, the whole lot. We've combined our skills and created this platform to give you or anybody who's in this space the right amount of knowledge, training, and expertise to be very successful very quickly in this little niche. So some of the main benefits that we find that menopausal solutions give your customers, now we focus on hormones and we're going to touch on it as we go through, is your customers will first and foremost get a better sense of sleep. They're going to sleep a lot better. We find most menopausal women are really having a hard time sleeping with all the chemical reactions going on in their body. They're quite stressed, they're quite tired, and they're quite disrupted. Losing weight is a big one. We've had personal trainers that we've actually helped lose weight because their traditional training methods weren't particularly working. So we also get rid of menopausal symptoms, and we'll show you how to do that. Of course, improved mental health, but overall really about living a much higher quality of life. And these are just some of the things that you can expect to pass on to your customers if this is something that you're wanting to move into. Now, if you have been training your 40 plus female clients and not really seeing great results, here comes the sun, it'll be because you haven't got to the root cause of what their problem actually is. And in case you haven't noticed, training them the same way you train your 20-year-old clients or your 30-year-old clients just doesn't work. And I'm assuming you've seen our prior video before you got here, and you'll have a basic understanding of exactly why that is. But certainly we cover that in the trainings. So we use hormone testing to get to the root cause, because at the bottom of every human biology, there's a code, there's a story. And really trying to get results without knowing what the baseline is, it doesn't kind of make much sense, really, does it, when you think about it? Traditional training methods certainly work when we're younger. It's high intensity, it's exercise, it's weight training, it's all these kind of things that get great results with a younger body. But as we age, things come out of balance, hormones move, things shift, diet's not great, stress levels go up as we age. The body kind of slows down a little bit, and the body needs to be treated very, very differently to get the results that your customers are looking for. And this really explains, why the 40+ market is the largest under-participating market in the fitness industry, and why this is the biggest opportunity that you're ever going to see. Because most gyms and most trainers, anybody in the fitness world, they're all kind of competing for the same clients. You'll see the marketing's the same. It's boot camp. It's everything, but it's not appealing to the 40+ female market, because they just know that it doesn't work. They've tried it before in some form. They didn't get results. And also they don't want to come into a gym because the gym's pretty intimidating. If you're out of shape, feeling hormonal, and you're looking around and you're seeing a whole bunch of really fit people, especially if you come there and, they're faced with a 20-something trainer who thinks they understand a female body. Nothing against 20-year-old trainers, but unless they've got a high level of compassion and they do actually understand what's going on with that body, they just don't want to go. It's just not much fun. So we have to get to the root cause of the problem. Now, if you haven't heard of myself or Lynn Miller before, what I'd invite you to do is to go and check out our website. It's hormoneenhancement.com. Like I said, we've been doing this now for over 7 years. And on this website here, you can check out all of our success stories. There's testimonials there. You'll see the program that we have formerly been promoting. Now, the key here is formally. In the platform called menopausemarketing.com, we've taken everything that we've ever done, totally stripped it back, and shown you exactly how we've done it so that you can do the same thing with your own branding and all that kind of cool stuff. So I would love you to go and check this out before we talk, because this is an opportunity for you to do your own research. You'll see that on the website we've worked with over 1,200 fitness professionals and growing. And really, we've become the kind of go-to people and company when it comes to menopause or weight loss in the fitness industry. So please go and check that out. If you're on Facebook, which I'm assuming you must be if you're seeing this, type in Meno Fitness in Facebook, and you'll come across our Facebook page, and you'll get a chance to see what we're all about in there as well. But please do that before you speak to us. We want to make sure that that you know who we are before we have a conversation. So what we've done is we've taken everything that we've been doing over the last 7 years, all the successes, we've worked on all the things that we've tried that didn't work, and we've built it into a training platform that we call menopausemarketing.com. And like I said, this is the first time we've taken everything that we've done and put it into a format where it's kind of open slander, if you will, or slather, sorry. So we've gone, well, this is how we've done this, and this, and here are the steps that you need to take so that you can duplicate and replicate exactly what it is that we've done. And I'll just go back a slide here. You'll see in our website, if you scroll down on that page, you'll see that we do provide hormone testing. You'll see exactly how much we used to charge for our program. You get a really good picture. And then, like I said, what we've done in menopause marketing is we've taken absolutely everything. There's no secrets involved. We share literally everything that we've ever done, and put it in a really simple to follow format for you to go through that, so that you can stand up in your town or wherever you are and be that singular go-to menopausal weight loss expert. And I can promise you, when you do that, you're going to have phenomenal results. We've got people coming through our beta test right now. In fact, one of our guys, Danny, We had a call this morning. He's been with us now for 6 weeks in the beta test, including a break over the Christmas period. And he's already bringing his first customers in, and they're paying $800 to do his menopause program. So I kid you not, when you really get this, this is the fastest way to stand out from everybody else that's around you. And it is a really, really big opportunity because let's face it, every single woman goes through menopause, and over 80% of them have a hard time with it, with weight gain, hormone fluctuations, bad sleep, poor mental health, all because their bodies are out of whack. They can't get results. And if you've ever been to the doctor and had your hormones tested, much like our customers have, like Lynn has, you kind of go there and you get a pretty stock standard answer which says, well, you know, you're menopausal, what did you expect? So we want to kind of flip it on our head. Our vision is to help over 1 billion women globally over the next 30 years, and we need your help to do that. We can't do it on our own. So we've decided to teach everything that we know to the right type of fitness professionals so that we can go out there as a unit, as an entity, and really change the way women view menopause in a global fashion. So in the slides that we're going to, sorry, in the next part of the video I'm going to do for you, I'm going to jump in and show you, take you through the membership site. And we're going to teach you the 5 main parts of this whole thing. The first part is how to attract menopausal women to your fitness practice, right? Whether it's online or whether it's offline, it doesn't really matter. There's a formula that you're going to need to follow to get them to come to your gym, because they're not coming to the traditional types of advertising that everybody else out there is doing. They're not interested in boot camps, CrossFit, one-on-one sessions. They might get motivated for a little bit, but ultimately they kind of fall away. They're looking for something very specific. And once you know how to promote yourself that way, then you'll have them coming in hordes, literally. Once you've done that, we're then going to show you the process that we use and have been using for a long, long time in how we take an inquiry or a potential customer and how we take them through basically a free session process, much like you'd be doing anyway. But I'm going to share with you the kind of conversation that we have and why it's really simple that after you had a chat with them, almost every single customer is going to tell you that this is exactly what they've been looking for. They can't wait to get started, and why you'll be able to charge a lot more if that's what you're wanting to do to bring these ladies into your program. And we're going to give you some ideas around how you can actually do that. From there, we're going to show you all about how you test for hormones. And in the past, unless you were a naturopath or you had a relationship with a health professional, you would typically send your customers away to get their hormones tested. Well, we're going to show you how to do that in-house. So that means that your customers don't have to go anywhere. You don't lose control. They don't come to you, then go to a doctor, and then the doctor says, you shouldn't be exercising or something crazy like that. You can keep complete control within your own fitness practice. And then, of course, how to interpret is a big key. How to train is an even bigger key. But the cool thing is we're going to teach you how to do all of this stuff while still remaining in your scope, right? So obviously you've got to stay within your scope of practice. So we're going to show you how to do that and remain within your scope. So let me just do we'll do a different screen share here, and I'll jump in and we'll take you through the membership area. And then you can see exactly what's in there, how it works, and then we can have a chat, and hopefully we can bring you on board and help you grow a really, really successful business. So just do a screen share here. All right, cool. So here is our membership site. Again, as I said, it is a beta test. It does look pretty cool, I must admit, but it may be that we do change this site in the future. But here's what it looks like today. And the way that it operates is we've staggered the learnings in the order that we think is the best for you to go through. And so I'm going to go through that in the correct order so that you can see for yourself what it looks like. However, if you've already got some education somewhere, then you're most welcome to shuffle the order up and to move through it however suits you. But I think for 98% of you, you'll want to start from the beginning and just work your way down. And we'll give you some timelines as you go ahead. So let's jump in and we'll show you how the program starts and where it starts from and what you can expect as we go through. And I'll only go here for maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 tops, just to give you a nice overview, and you'll be able to see for yourself exactly what that looks like. So the first place we're going to start with, obviously, is just some foundational work. And where we start from here is you've got to understand that if you're willing and wanting to help a lot of women and move into the menopausal niche, there's like a transition where you go from being traditional fitness, traditional weight loss, to what comes across when you sort of stand up and you promote yourself as a menopausal weight loss specialist. Now, this does not mean that you only do this, although you certainly can. There's a transition that's required where you have to understand things. All of a sudden, you know, your marketing materials will change somewhat, but really the energy of your business will shift, because the energy that's required to bring in a menopausal woman is very different to the traditional type of fitness that you're perhaps used to. Now, of course, there's still exercises, there's still diets and nutrition, all that kind of stuff, but there's a different sort of breeding coming through. So we want to take you through what that looks like. And in fact, you know what? As you watch the videos, you begin to sort of get a really good sense of what building a successful business is all about. Even if you're in as a trainer at the moment and you're finding that your business isn't growing as much as you should, just these foundational trainings will give you a great head start across every sort of board of your business. So we start off with the road that lays ahead and gives you a good foundational training around how to use what we do. And then we move into the second slide, which is your hormone business. And we teach you all about the problems that you face as a gym or a trainer or a personal trainer or an owner. And we really highlight the challenges that exists in this demographic, which is, you know, how many times have you had 40 plus female clients and all you get is no-shows or excuses or complaining, right? They're typically really unreliable. Well, we're going to show you that, and we're going to show you how to overcome that, and we're going to show you how to, this will actually become your most profitable sector in your business. And then we're going to take you through the basic fundamentals of the hormone program so that you understand how to structure it, how to build it, and most importantly, how to communicate this with your, not just your customers, but if you're a gym owner watching this, how we can bring this together and bring your staff in so that you can really look at growing a successful business where everyone's in alignment on the same page. And then finally, in the first section, this is what we call week one. We just show you how to get very, very clear on your transformation, so the transformation that you need to bring in to become successful. So that's week one that we go through, and you'll see at the bottom here, there's lots of different worksheets that you can print out so that you can get clear on your message. What's your message going to be? How are you going to define that? What sort of customers are you going to be going after? What radius are they in around your gym? Are they within a sort of a 10 mile or 15 kilometer radius? How many gyms are around you? You know, how much competition have you got? Because what you're going to find here is that when you begin to advertise that you have a hormone-based menopausal weight loss program and nobody else does, you're going to find a lot of other customers are going to become very curious. Word of mouth spreads very, very quickly. And it's important that you're very clear on your messaging, also on your points of difference, and also beginning just to come down into your niche somewhat as well. So although menopause weight loss is a niche unto itself, if you're living in a city, for example, and you have a high range of single, you know, middle-aged women, you know, you may be looking at putting programs together for, you know, the corporate life, the corporate single life, or if you're in the country and you've got mums that have got, you know, lots of kids and they're at home, well, again, you want to sort of focus on that. So we take you through that so that you can get clear. And obviously, once you've done this once, you can create lots of little different programs depending on, you know, exactly where you're sitting, you know, with your business and your niche. So that's the first section. Once you've gone through here, and again, you can go through at your own pace. Now, if I push play here, you'll see that's only a 13-minute video. So we're not trying to bombard you with heaps of stuff. This program has been designed to deliver the message to get you started as quickly as possible, so that we can make sure and support you in getting you up and running as quickly as possible. So once you've gone through that, the next part of your journey is we're going to teach you how to test your client's hormones. And as we go in there, you'll see that you'll be able to download the slides, and that'll take you through. I'll click play and just turn the volume off so that we don't hear it. That'll take you through the exact process that we've been using for 7 years to bring hormone testing into our practice. So ever since we've been doing it, we've been able to do this remotely. We have our customers' results sent straight back to us, and we're able to interpret those results and then share those results with our customers. And we're going to show you how to do the same thing. In fact, we've even got a direct line into some of the labs that we use. You say our name, and it's almost like an instant thing that happens. They go, oh yeah, we know Lynn, we know Men of Fitness. It's great to have you. And we're going to take you through, as you can see in the video here, what to test. So hormones, pathology, we go into saliva, all the different ones that are best to test. And then, of course, we get you registered and set up and ready to go. Now, down here, you can see that we have what's called a doctor's referral letter. Now, it's really important to understand that obviously no one here is a doctor. So if ever you get some results or ever you're training somebody and you're just not sure what to do next, we have a templated referral letter that you can just send off to the doctor that we've been using for over 7 years. And it explains to the doctor exactly what you're doing, what you're trying to achieve, and makes things nice and simple. So once you've got that, the next part there obviously is now teaching you how to interpret the results. So we take you through the hormone solution process. We teach you about things like the steroid hormone pathway. And of course, I'm not going to go into details around this stuff, but very easy things to download here, where you can download a stress connection PDF. So if I just click on download, it should pop up and you can get an idea. Here we go. So we take you through and teach you about stress, because stress is the #1 reason why the body's out of balance. And it's the one thing that we focus on, physical and on mental stress. So as we take you through this material, you're going to become very proficient at understanding the human body, biology, and also that mind and body connection. So it's pretty cool stuff. Let's go back down again. Saliva and blood results. So we take you through and teach you how to interpret that. We also show you the health conditions that you need to be looking out for. So these are really, really valid. Again, if we click on here, and we can show you some of the material, things like heart disease, low vitamin D, anemia, hypothyroidism, diabetes, insulin resistance, Hashimoto's. So this is really exciting stuff, because this really puts you in a whole new level of personal trainer. And that's why, as you begin to do this and you think about a duty of care that you have with your customers, all of a sudden the relationship and the dynamics become very different. So that's sort of this cold, regimented training program that, hasn't been working for this demographic. So it is a whole new game for you. Now, here we've also got some case studies. So we've taken you through, and there's 4 different case studies here for you to learn from. So you can go through and see exactly how Lynn interprets results, what she's looking for, assumptions that she's made, and then we take you on to the methods on how we actually get results based on looking at the results. So naturally from there, we then take you into how to get results. So that's things like, the solution. We talk about sleep and things like circadian rhythms and getting your customers back into that natural rhythm of sleep. Really, really holistic approach here. You'll see we're not promoting any pills or potions or lotions or nothing like that. It's all about lowering stress, bringing the body back into balance through simple things like exercise that works for the over 40s, bringing nutrition back into balance, and getting the body to come back and just sort of kind of chill out somewhat. We go through how to exercise, and you can see we've got some plenty of resources here for you as well. Hormone Fitness Guide, Section 3, protocols, rest and recovery. Very, very important in this demographic is all about the rest. Very overlooked. And if you're still training your customers, again, hard out. The body is getting stressed, and when the body becomes stressed over 40, it sends insulin in, and then the body begins to store fat. So it literally becomes a fat storing machine. So we really have to slow this whole process down. So you can see here all the slides are available for you as well, so that you can download those. Now we also have exercise video tutorials. Now what I want to make sure that you're really clear on here is that you're already a proficient trainer. You already understand movement. These are guides for you. So you can take these and you can adapt them, and you can clearly make them however you wish, however you want, entirely up to you. But these are certainly guides for you. So once you've done that, you've got a really good understanding of the hormones. And I just want to stress, it's actually really simple. It's not as complex as you might think. It's a lot of common sense. It's very, very simple. We've got our first round of beta testers coming through now after just 6 to 7 weeks, already beginning to bring people into their programs. You've already got a great education in nutrition and movement, and this just brings kind of those pieces of the puzzle together. You know, if you were working in accounts, for example, oh my gosh, the learning would be like crazy, right? It'd be really hard. But this is really simple because you sort of already understand a lot of this stuff. So that's cool. Now, this is the part that was really exciting for us and where we're finding our early beta testers are getting the most value. And that is on when it comes to how do you deliver your program, or what kind of program do you make, or do I go for memberships? Do I go for money up front? Do I go for contracts? You know, how do we do this? And this is where you get to be creative and come up with whatever you think works. And in this section here, we actually take you through and make available to you every single bit of information, which is on hormoneenhancement.com, where you have to be a paying customer to get that. Now, if you're a paying customer with us as just an ordinary kind of muggle, you know, a female who's 40 and over, we've been charging $597 for our hormone enhancement program. So you'd need to pay that to see this, or if you'd been a trainer with us in the past, you obviously would have been, you would have paid us as a customer to go through this. So we make this available for you. Everything is in here that we have ever used. This is what our customers see. You can see we do a week 1, which is a re-energizing with hormones and nutrition after 40. And then here you can download the educational guides. And then here you can download the PowerPoint slides. Now, what we've done for you in these downloads is we've actually removed our logo. So you can take these slides, make them your own, put your own logo in, and then, hey presto, you've already got your week 1 done, because you're just copying our system. Of course, if you want to make up your own one, that's totally cool. And then week 2, we take you through all about restoring hormones after 40. And again, you've got the educational guides here, and then the PowerPoint slides for the video here, again, without any logos on them. We then go into week 3 and week 4. And here we've got a checklist for you to make sure that you've got everything that you need. And we also have a 4-week journal, which we give to our customers that you can download and make your own, so that your customers can journal their journey. So that's really quite comprehensive. It's literally giving away everything that we've done. However, one of the things that we're most aware of is that when it comes time to start promoting your program, this is where the rubber's really going to hit the road. And we know that there's a different range of styles out there. So the first thing that you're going to find, and we've found with our own experience and our existing students, is that the second that you either put a notice up in your gym or you talk to your existing customers in this demographic and you say, we're bringing in a hormone-based weight loss program for menopause, you are going to get a lot of interest. Every single one of our our students that's done this has had customers off the bat, like straight away. However, we want to be able to reach out to women all around your local area and really help you to have you dominate that area so that you become that go-to person. And so in that space, we've given you all the ways which we've been using to bring in new customers, and we get a lot of customers. Or I should say we used to. We had to actually scale the whole thing back. So when it comes to actually selling your hormone program, the first thing that we've made available for you is if you're wanting to do, say, weekly information nights, if that's something that you do already, or you want to start doing like online webinars, if that's what you're interested in, or emails, or Facebook promotions, or whatever it is, in the How to Sell Your Hormone program, what we've done for you is, first and foremost, is we've given you enrollment forms that you can use, and I'll give you the example of what that looks like. So you can download this and you can take it, print them off straight away, put your logo onto it if you wish. Obviously that's our one there. You can put your own one on there, and it's got all the details so that you can take payment and put your customers straight into your program. So that's nice and simple. Hormone health evaluation form is there for you as well. And obviously as you go through, you're going to understand. But what makes this form so incredible is that you see a typical checklist when you're looking at bringing on a new customer, is like, how much weight do you want to lose? What are your goals? Blah, 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 blah. It's what we call kind of surface level connection, because a lot of people don't really know their goals. They don't really know how much weight they want to lose or where from. And there's no real connection made, which is why quite often you find that this demographic falls off quite quickly. Not in all cases, but in a lot. It's because there's been no real connection and there's been no real problem solving. So in this section, we go into what we call problem solving by having them complete a hormone health evaluation. And this is where they just go through and they tick all these different things through here. And it gives you an insight into what's going on with their bodies, with their mental health, all these different things. This is giving us all the information that we need to help make a really solid recommendation as to whether or not we can actually help them. So as we've kind of gone through there, we then scroll down, and what you'll see here is we've got every webinar that we've ever done here for you. And underneath the webinars, we've also got all the slideshows and PowerPoints for you to download. So you can download these straight away. Again, put your own logo onto it, and you'll be able to literally use them for webinars or presentations or whatever you wish. And the real cool thing that we've chucked in here for you is, you can see here, this is Lynn Miller up the front there, very small. She consistently filled out rooms when she used to tour around the country by promoting her hormone enhancement program. So if you're the type that likes to hold information sessions, and I recommend that you do, it will be the easiest way for you to bring customers in, is simply by advertising information sessions once a week or once a fortnight, whatever you're wanting to do. We've got the 2-hour slideshow right here that you can download, make it your own, and you can start presenting straight away. Now, we used to convert around 30 to 40% of the room into customers, because as you can see, they're all here looking for results to their moods, their symptoms, their lack of sleep, and obviously their weight issues. So it's a really comprehensive information evening. And again, you can make it your own or use our version, up to you. Then in the selling section, we have what we call a guided discovery sales process. And this is really I think it's the kicker, it's the key that brings across an inquiry to an actual paying customer. And the reason it's so successful is because it was built around psychology. And when we study the art of sales and we look at what makes the perfect sales presentation, one of the biggest misconceptions is that you have to be good at talking. Well, in this, we take you through and we flip this on its head, and we teach you how it's more about being able to listen really well, show a genuine interest in your customer, and ask them 12 main questions. And these questions are staggered in a way that evokes a lot of emotion. In a lot of cases, we get a lot of tears because the customers are actually being asked questions that no one asked them. And we find in these conversations that women come out and, you know, they're wanting to fix self-worth issues, or they're wanting to fix broken relationships. Whole new level of conversation, and it breeds a lot of trust. And when your customers are speaking to you from this place, your perceived value goes up, because all of a sudden you're offering a solution which is going to help them repair relationships, get better sleep, improve self-worth, lower stress, right? It's much more valuable than going to the gym and just kind of working out and getting some weight loss results. So the value goes up, and that's where you'll see the shift. And this is why Danny was able to go from, you know, promoting monthly membership fees to asking for $800 up front and then saying, oh my God, I'm in. This is what I've been looking for. And what you'll find is after you've learned this system, every single person that you speak to at the end of that little conversation, only takes half an hour, 25 minutes to half an hour, they will say, this is exactly what I've been looking for, and literally handing over the credit cards or the cash to get started. So when you combine that with your marketing and your sales, you will literally have what we call a bull rush. Because if you think about it, in your local area, how many people out there are doing this? My guess is none, maybe one. It's a very, very small percentage of trainers out there that are doing this, and even smaller percentage that are doing it properly based on hormone testing. So you will find a huge, big surge in your business and in your inquiries. And naturally, of course, throughout the sales process, we teach you the systems that you're going to need so that you can handle that, so that you don't get swamped and overwhelmed, because that would just be like a big waste of time and effort. So it's important that we get you to grow at a rate that you can grow. So it's all about looking at where you are right now and getting you up to that next level of income, of activity. But ultimately, to be super successful, it's about knowing where your limits are and making the decision if that's where you want to stay, and that's okay, or if you're wanting to bring on extra help so that you can more like grow a business from a higher level, more so than actually being stuck in the business and doing everything for everybody, because that's where a lot of trainers and gyms get stuck. If you're overly busy, it's very hard to grow a business when you're in it so much. This will give you the opportunity to grow a business from a higher perspective by having, you know, a program that works, that almost every woman over the age of 40 is looking for, but doesn't know she's looking for it. So it is one of those things that's the right time and right place. So that's the main components of the training. Now, the final section is our Facebook Facebook training. Now, to give you a bit of a history, is that when we first started Facebook advertising, we were really bad at it, like most people. And we did a lot of trial and error, and we just weren't willing to stop. And we got to a point where we realized that if we wanted to get good at this, that we would need to learn about it. So we paid a lot of money to teach ourselves how to build Facebook campaigns as if we were going to become an advertising agency on Facebook. And to give you an idea, an advertising agency on Facebook will charge around a $5,000 setup fee for a good company, a minimum, and around $5,000 a month for monitoring and all that kind of stuff. So we put ourselves through a very expensive training to learn that stuff, not because we wanted to go out and become an agency, but because we wanted to write campaigns that were at that level. And that's what we've done. Now, in our Facebook training, we take you through the basics. And what we've done is we've condensed this all the way down, and we take you through the process in a script back kind of a version, right? So what that means is we assume you know nothing, and we educate you on the basics. So the basics first and foremost is, well, how does Facebook actually work? What's this thing called an algorithm, and what do we need to be aware of? All that kind of cool stuff, very basic training. And then we put you into what's called a testing process. And this is what's called a rapid fire test. This is why it works, because we teach you about the 5 different components of an ad. So things like, well, who's the best audience to show the ad to? Is it your existing customers, or do you want to show it to non-customers? you want to show it to single ladies or married ladies. We get you to test them all with very small budgets, and we can track the results and see which is the best performing audience. And then we select a winner, and then we move on to the next stage of testing. And by the end of it, you've got a high performing ad or advertising campaign that you can literally grow. You can turn it off if you get too busy and just put it back on again when you're ready for it. It is really, really cool. So we take you through that process there, and the support that we have, I'll touch on after we get to these last little sections here, and we'll show you how the whole thing gets tied in, and we'll show you some of the feedback that we're getting from our existing students. Now, underneath that, we have what's called a resources folder. Now, in here, we've got around about 300 shots of different Facebook ads that we thought were really cool. So you can kind of go through those and peruse them for yourself to get some really good ideas, and which is really helpful, right? You want to make sure that you're not writing silly ads. This will give you some really good inspiration. And then you can see it in here, actually book a call with myself or Lynn. Now this is beta test only, this won't be in the final version, it's not practical. But for those of you that are through our beta test, we want to make sure that you're comprehending, that you're understanding everything, and that you're able to, complete the work and do that kind of stuff. Now, twice a week, we do group live feedback and Q&As. So that's twice a week that we do that. They're live. We've got them on different time zones to suit. And you can jump on and literally ask any question that you like. And either Lynn will be there or myself will be there to answer your questions around sales and marketing, or health, fitness, and hormones. So if you've got some results and you're not sure, then you can go one-on-one with us and we can help you find the answer for yourself. And that's obviously a really valuable process. We also too, if you're the type that doesn't really want to learn how to use Facebook, which is a few, what we've done for you is we've actually gone through and we've made available for you a step-by-step tutorial on how to install the very ad that we have been using, or had been using, I should say, for the last 2 years when it comes to promoting, free sessions. So as a fitness professional, you'll already have that come here, a free session or a free month or whatever you're promoting as that sort of first step into your sales system. We did 2 free hormone enhancement coaching sessions. We actually give you the ad. So you don't have to think about it, you just have to copy it. Obviously you use your own image with your own branding, but it's right there for you, and you can literally put that into your ad account and hit the ground running. Now we would get approximately, to give you an idea of just how affordable this can be, is we were running this ad as we were scaling down because we were sort of stepping out of this role and more into the teaching role. We had it down to $10 a day was our advertising budget, and we were getting 2 to 3 customers a day that were filling out a survey, giving us their phone number and wanting a call from us. And so out of, say, 15 leads a week we were getting, it was costing us $50. Out of those 15 leads, we were getting on average around about 2 sales, and we were charging $600 a sale. So you look at the maths, you can see just how profitable this actually is. So that's there for you if you're the type that likes to race ahead and just get started, straight away. So that's kind of cool. We've got some more resources and stuff for you here, which Lynn goes through. And then finally in the section, we've got interviews with naturopaths, doctors. We talk about the process of treating menopause, liver and hormones, cortisol and insulin. Again, doctors, cellulite, all that kind of cool stuff for you to go through. And of course, as time goes on, we will certainly be adding to that, putting in more content so that you can have a really great one-off sort of resource to come back to, with a community that's designed to reach out and help as many women as possible, where we can all kind of communicate and link arms together. So it really is one of the best things that we've ever done. So far, everyone that we've spoken to has loved it. They want to be part of it, but we are quite selective as we need the right type of beta testers to come into this program. So in saying that, I'm now going to show you the Facebook group where we communicate, so you can see exactly how we do that. We have a closed-off Facebook group just for our students. And this is where we communicate. It's where we post all the recordings. It's where we give you the links to access your membership site. And you can see here, here's our sort of beta test program. There's the link that will give you access to the training site. We're asking for your feedback. There's the link to the call, all that kind of stuff. And as we come down, you can see, so here's the recording from today's call. Danny got his first sale, which is exciting. And all the trainers, all the gyms and what have you are all really beginning to sort of pitch in and help each other, because, you know, the market is just so big. We've got such a long way to go before we get anywhere near market saturation. In fact, I don't think we're going to achieve that in our lifetime. So literally, as you begin to come on board in whichever area you're at, you're going to have such a wide scope that there's no lack in here. No one's kind of close-chested. It's all very much a sharing process so that we can all kind of grow together. And as you can see here, we come down a little bit. We posted some calls. Sometimes we get some technical issues, which is why this is a beta test. But finally, we get it up, and you can see here, you know, the feedback they're getting out of the live feedback calls. So we really have built, you know, a wonderful community. We're looking for, again, the right sort of trainers, the right type of people to help us reach 1 billion women globally. Australia is our first market. We will be hitting New Zealand, the US, Canada, the UK. But first and foremost, we do want motivated, focused, either individuals or businesses that are wanting to get into this niche, that can see the potential, can see the opportunity that's right in front of us, and move through our training program, give us some feedback. We want some stunning testimonials so that we can put that in our marketing as we move forward, and really join a community of people that just love to help women, you know, feel better and get great results. So in saying that, now that you've seen this, if you've already booked a call with us, we'll obviously have you in the calendar, and look forward to talking with you. If this is the first time you've spoken to us in a video format, there will be a little link just below that you can book yourself into our calendar, have a chat with us with just a small survey. It's about 10 questions. This just helps us to understand more about you, so that we don't have to waste any time, you know, asking questions that we can figure out before we have a chat. So thanks for your time. We look forward to meeting you, and most importantly, we look forward to helping you grow your business and become successful in this niche, as we're going to make a real big impact on the health of women moving through menopause.